Coming up next, it's Soap Talk with Lisa Rinna and Ty Treadway. On today's show, One Life to Live's Kamar de los Reyes gives us the inside scoop on his real-life struggle to get into Landview. And from that 70s show, Deborah Jo Rupp tells why she's got all my children to thank for her success. Plus, find out why the perfect pair of heels can help you lose weight. And now, the hosts of the show, Ty Treadway and special guest host, Nancy Lee Grahn.
Hello. Welcome to SoapTalk. Hell yeah. Woo. We got Nancy Lee Grahn back with us today.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for joining us for a little more. I like your jeans. They're all nice and ripped up.
They're very nice and they're
Now, did you earn those rips and tears, or was they
Now, can I tell you what
free
happened?
ripped?
Last time, when I hosted that ABC special, they got these for me, and I left with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I stole them.
You guys see what we're talking about? We got a little hole in the jeans going on. See?
And Ty is touching my leg, which I'm enjoying immensely.
See, I thought you were going to say you had to do what I do, which is get down on your knees and beg for the job. That's what I thought you were going to say. That's how you got the holes.
Lisa's dancing.
That's
still.
how I got here. Lisa's doing some dancing
and,
today.
I'm still here.
I know.
So my mom and my little baby are here.
Oh, where?
Kate came from school. They're back there. Hi, Annie.
Yeah.
Hi, Annie.
Wow, it's a good thing you warned me.
All right, so Mom brought...
Keep it clean.
You got to keep it... Oh, please. No, you don't.
Why did they make you sit all the way in the back, didn't they? Don't you guys know anybody that hosts the show or anything?
I'm just the guest host.
Wow.
So Mom brought my... I was doing bills during lunch, and so I have my phone bill, and it's huge, and I cannot... I'm looking at it going, this doesn't make sense. It was like about $120 more than it normally is.
Is it a cell phone bill? Or
No,
is it
my home phone.
Oh, home phone.
And I was thinking, and then I'm looking because there are 50 gazillion pages, and it's the crossword hotline that I keep calling to get the answers. Yeah, to get the answers to the New York Times crossword puzzle, because I get obsessed and I have to.
Are you a completionist? Are you someone that has to complete it?
It depends what it is.
Let me just throw some out. New York Times crossword puzzle?
Yeah, I have to. I don't like not knowing the answers.
You do?
No.
Yeah.
And now they have those Sudokus.
Sudokus. Yeah, that's with the number kind of puzzle using numbers.
Sudokus? Where you sit there and you have to figure out the numbers, and it really takes some brain power.
A friend of mine told me about it. He's like, oh, I got to tell you about this. It's so much fun. It's a great time killer. I'm like I need a time killer. I already have a time killer. It's called a job.
It's called a job. But Kate is doing them. Now, she's 7.
Yeah.
She will sit there patiently and calmly and just finish them. And I'll sit there and bad words are flying out of my mouth.
Frustrated?
And I get really mad. And she's sitting there going, Mommy, let me help you. Now, it's just like this. And I'm like, Kate, please, I just want to do it myself. You know, I'm like,
because
you know,
nothing
it's the opposite
soothes frustration
reaction.
more than when you get taught how to do it from a 7-year-old. You know?
That's true. That's exactly
Nothing
right.
is more soothing to frustration. That's
exactly
funny.
right.
That's very funny. Well, we had a little funny thing happen at my house this week. I went through, because the new baby's on its way, little baby boy coming soon. So we went through the bedroom, the guest bedroom that we're down to one last guest bedroom. We had to clean it out and get it ready for a nursery for my son to be coming soon. So I'm going through, and we're going through the closets, and it's kind of the guest bedroom / catch-all. Like when you don't know where to put something, you just throw it in that closet.
That's what I do when people come to my house all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you open the closet and
everything comes out. So I'm going through and I'm cleaning out the closet. I come across all these T-shirts with my picture on it. When I was back on One Life to Live, a couple of fans had said, oh, we wanted some, a couple of the fan club wanted some T-shirts with a picture on it. So I went and got all these T-shirts made and, given to people at fan events. But now here I am stuck with like 800 T-shirts with my picture on it that says fit to be tied. Get it? T-Y-E-D? Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah, it was very clever. Except I forgot all about it, but now I have 800 T-shirts with my picture on it, which anyway.
Cloth diapers.
I'm like, now what do I do with this? So I put them all in a bag, a big garbage bag, and I'm carrying it upstairs. My wife, of course, sees me, and she's like, what do you got there? And I'm like, oh, just some T-shirts, some old stuff. And so, what do you mean? Let me see. She starts rifling through. She's like, whoa, that's a heck of an ego you got there. So everything's got fit to be tied all over it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go outside, and I'm throwing them in the dumpster, because I'm thinking, I want to give them to Goodwill, but it seems a little weird giving 800 pictures of yourself to Goodwill. I didn't know. So I went out to the dumpster, and my neighbor sees me. My neighbor's like, hey, what do you got there? Just some old T-shirts. Oh, yeah? Well, you should give them over to the Goodwill. I said, well, yeah, I know, but these are a little different. I was going through this phase where I had to have my picture on all my clothes. And anyway, so he grabs them. He's like, well, we could use these. These are great. I'm like, well, what are you going to use them for? He's like, well, my softball team needs new jerseys. We need new uniforms.
Nice.
It's not a bad idea.
The Thai baseball team.
The Thai
I was thinking
baseball
there'd
team.
be the LA Mission with just a bunch of homeless people walking around with your picture.
Well, that was what ended up... Well, anyway, I ended up feeling guilty, so I brought it over to Goodwill.
Right.
But then I felt really nervous about dropping it off, so I just kind of wanted to zoom in, open the car trunk,
throw it
down, and run. But, of course, as soon as you throw it down, the guy's like, hold on, we need a signature here. We need a name and address. So he looks through and he's like, what is this? What is it? Who brought all these Thai T-shirts? I'm like, that's me, Thai. So he takes my name and address. He's all laughing at me. I come home and I tell my wife, but my wife came up with a great idea. She said, what a great advertising idea. Put your name on all these shirts, donate it to all the Goodwill centers throughout
people are just wearing you.
Everybody wears you all
Strange
around.
people come
there
over
you go.
and have your shirt on.
Great advertising idea. SoapTalk T-shirts all around at Goodwill. That's what we're doing. And a blanket them. We got a great show. We got, oh my Lord, we have Deborah Jo Rupp on the show from That 70s Show. Love her. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. And of course, we have the How Can We Embarrass Ty Some More episode. That's going to be coming. We're going to do a stiletto strength fitness. Our work those calf muscles. I know our producers in their infinite wisdom thought it might be a good idea to see Nancy and Ty, of course, work out in stiletto high heels.
Exactly. Why not?
Yeah. It's nothing. You should have seen what I did.
It beats the treadmill.
It does beat the treadmill. First of all, who invented stiletto heels to begin with? Who thought it was a good idea for women to walk around on toothpicks? I don't understand that at all.
Hateful men.
I don't get that one at all.
Men who hate women.
And, of course, our first guest, we got Kamar de los Reyes here. He's an accomplished musician, a dancer, an actor, but daytime fans love him best as a passionate Antonio Vega on One Life to Live. Take a look.
Listen, earlier, when I came to pick you up, what was really going on between you and Nash?
I was just asking him about Tess.
What did he tell you?
Nothing much. If it's okay with you, I would rather not talk about
it. It's more than okay. Tonight's about the two of us. It'll be a night to remember, I promise.
Please welcome back from One Life to Live, Kamar de los Reyes. I think I like you. Yeah.
See, when you're as good looking as him, you can wear a beard and still look sexy. That's the thing, man.
That looks good on you.
Thank you. It's from having a lot of time off.
Yeah.
Now, are they going to make you shave it?
Yeah, they are.
What is it?
Because we're actually when I go back, we're still in the same day when I left, which was back in January 6th.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I got to go back and yeah, because when I left,
How does that happen?
I was walking off into a snowstorm, and
And
Antonio
time
was
stands
walking.
still.
Yeah,
Exactly.
time stands still in daytime. Days last like 3 months long in daytime. First of all, I like the whole Jess, Tess, Nash, Antonio. I like that triangle.
Really?
It very works. I think it works because the thing that I don't like about triangles a lot of times is it usually leaves someone kind of in the lurch. But because Tess is, it's a split personality, it's okay that she's with Nash. It's not like she's cheating on Antonio. You know what I mean?
You keep telling yourself that. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. That's the only way I get through the day.
Do you feel competitive in a triangle? Because I know that's happened to me. You know, where you just take it a little too personally and you sort of see who's got the upper hand and who's got the power that day and who doesn't. You find yourself just getting and then you're embarrassed that you actually took it too personally.
I think that plays a hand in what we do.
It makes it better.
Yeah, it does make it better, and it adds for that added conflict that we obviously search for in daytime.
Which jumps off the screen
right,
eventually. Yeah.
Right, which is great. I've been very fortunate. Forbes March is a very talented actor and seems to be a really wonderful guy. So I get along really well with Forbes and obviously with Bree Williamson. So we have a lot of fun with it all.
Yeah.
You know, our characters are so different.
It looks that way.
So we have a lot of fun, although I'd like to kick his ass every once in a while.
There's that competitive side we were looking for.
So and the other thing that I thought was incredibly cool is who you performed with on the show, that you got this chance.
Yeah, that was cool. You know, especially since, you know, his father and my father were friends, you know.
Because you come from a huge musical family.
Right.
Yeah.
Your father just won an award.
Yeah, he just won a Lifetime Achievement Award.
How does that feel? You know, I have this image of my children always looking up and going, wow, Dad won some type of award. But as a son of your father, how did that feel to see your father finally get, you know, his due
I'll tell you guys.
applause?
I'll tell you guys a story. I went to Cuba a couple years ago.
Shoot the film.
To shoot the movie,
Right.
Love and Suicide. And I was in Cuba, and I was shooting that day for about it was a 16-hour day. You know, we were shooting a low-budget independent film. And I got back to the hotel. Growing up, my father used to tell me all these great stories about what he did and what he accomplished, and I used to always think he was embellishing. Especially as I got older, my father and I kind of drifted apart because my parents got divorced. So I never really believed everything that he said.
Interesting.
And so while in Cuba, after shooting 16 hours, I came back that day, and there was a gentleman dressed in a security outfit, and there was another gentleman with dreadlocks, and he's the percussionist for this really, really, really famous band called Los Van Van in Cuba, and he stood up and he said, "Is your name Kamar de los Reyes?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "You are the son of Walfredo de los Reyes." And I said, "Yeah." And he dropped to his knees, and he started kissing my hand, and he said, "Your dad is the reason we play the way we play today."
Wow.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's my father. Yeah. And you know, he was one of the original. You know, he brought jazz from the United States. He left for Cuba when he was 12, and he came to the United States, to New York, and studied with some of the jazz greats. You know, the most famous jazz players in the United States.
I know you played with a lot of them. You know, obviously through your dad, Harry James. I know you were a trumpet player. You played with Harry James.
I dabbled. You know, I dabbled throughout my life, and in my family, you know, it was the way to be. You know, we were musicians, 4 generations of musicians. You know, which so I was blessed with a little bit of that talent, but my brothers and my dad are just spilling out. I mean, they're just, I can't say enough about them. Especially that experience in Cuba was, now my father, I can't spend enough time with him.
Yeah. Well, I think
wish
now
I
you
would've picked
understand
his
your
brain,
father.
you know,
You know, it's tough because we always see our parents. We always see our parents as through the eyes of a child looking at a father, but we don't realize that they are men and women. That's just what they are, boys, girls that have grown into men and women, and now you see your father as one man to another man now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and it's a lot easier also seeing my father at this point the way I see him, because now I have a son.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the way my son looks at me. And what he expects of me.
It's a nice heirloom your father passed too.
Yeah,
you know?
it really is.
Because that just goes on and on.
That's
There he goes. There he is.
Hey,
Oh,
wow,
boy.
he's getting big.
Do I have a girl for him?
He's about the right age, too.
So, you know, when you start seeing it through their eyes and the way they look at you, then you start to notice why you look at your parents the way you look at them, or the way, why you feel the way you feel about your parents, because you see it in your children.
All this being said,
Yes.
I'm still going to embellish all my stories when I tell my story. I'm telling you right now. We got to take a quick break. We got more. Come on, Dallas Reyes. Don't go away.
Coming up next, Kamar reveals how a trip around the world changed his life. And still to come, find out why all you need is a great pair of pumps to stay in shape. Plus, from that 70s show, Deborah Jo Rupp reveals which daytime actor she has a secret crush on.
In that video, we're back with Kamar Davis. I'm looking at your face in that video. You look like you are having such a blast.
I did.
It shows.
Yeah,
there is no music that just makes me want to get up and dance, and I won't. Don't worry. More than, but it does. We went to Puerto Rico and stayed at the Conquistador, and just walking through the lobby where they're playing just this incredible music, and it just. Oh, I love it.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, Tito Puente Jr. had it going on, and his band was tight, and you know, he's really paid tribute to his father, and he's done a really, really amazing job, and I was just lucky to be up there with him.
That is so cool.
Playing the Congos, though, you know, I got to tell you, I was just listening to the One Life, Many Voices, and you're singing in Spanish on that. I've never heard you sing before. That surprised me. I know I've heard you play Congos, which you play on One Life, Many Voices as well.
Yeah.
But singing, that must have been, is that something new for you, or?
No, I sang early on. That's how I started, was musical theater.
Okay.
And then my mom used to sing that song to me on that CD till I was 15. When my parents split up, my mom's way of calming me down and making sure that I slept okay was to tickle me and sing to me Muñequita Linda, which was a song I grew up with. And I decided to sing that to the boys and girls of New Orleans or Louisiana, of Hurricane, the victims of Hurricane Katrina. So it's
beautiful.
Yeah, you guys on your show in particular are being quite generous.
But go out, you know, I mean, it's buy the CD, because they need it, obviously.
I read this FYI on you. I'm doing my research. I think I'm on 60 Minutes. Favorite actor, Russell Crowe and Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia.
And let me tell you, his kids go to school with my daughter, and I go to the events to see Kate, of course, but so I can stare at Andy Garcia. And so if you want, you can come with me.
There you go.
You get really good. He should be sitting really
same
close.
way you do, Nancy, but,
Probably not,
you know.
but that's okay. All right, so the other thing I noticed that we have in common is your favorite book is Great Santini.
Yes.
So I've read pretty much, I believe everything on Pat Conroy. So I bought you a book.
You are too kind.
And so that's the latest one, and it's about basketball, so you'll like that one.
Thank you so much.
It's, oh, you're welcome.
Awesome. Nice. Thank you.
And what else? I was looking to see. The worst job that he ever had was at Wendy's.
I worked at Wendy's. Yeah, that was my first job.
That was your first job ever?
First job ever.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Well, you know, prior to that, I may have mowed a few lawns.
Oh, yeah.
But my first legal job, you know, I turned 15.
Tell us about Cayo.
Cayo is a small independent feature film that has actually been selected to represent Puerto Rico this year, Best Foreign Film category for the Oscars.
That's amazing. First of all,
I had the opportunity, just like I did in Cuba, to go back home to where my mother was born and act opposite and work opposite some really, really talented Latinos in this business, talented Puerto Ricans, because it was an entire Puerto Rican cast, crew, you know, directors, right, everybody was Puerto Rican. It was a Puerto Rican film, and I was just so proud and fortunate to be a part of that. And you know, if you dream, as an actor, you dream of having the opportunity to go to Cuba and an act where your father was born, and I actually got to go to the house that my father was born in and do a scene in that house.
You're kidding me?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was unbelievable.
You know, you have such an appreciation for your culture, and you embrace that so much, and you get to sort of pursue that artistically, which is great.
My mom was really good that way. My dad was really good that way in music, food, all that stuff.
Here's what I want to know. Yes. Season 3, Dancing with the Stars. Can we see you there?
Hey, I want...
You know what I think? Let me just say something. Whoa, let me just say something. You know what I think? You know what I think? I'm just going to say one thing. I think they fear Kamar de los Reyes. That's what I think. I think they fear you.
I don't
Do
know
you
about...
have any salsa music?
Well, no, you know, the thing is honestly, I have got... See?
Hell yeah! Come on, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Hold on, we got one move here. Show us a little something, something. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Coming up next, find out why the latest exercise craze may be found at your local shoe store. Later, from that 70s show, Deborah Jo Rupp reveals why she decided to return to daytime.
Okay, ladies, and you, mister. We all know there's nothing like a great pair of pumps. But did you know a pair of heels can actually help you stay in shape? Here to show us how is Crunch Fitness instructor Catherine Chiarelli.
Hi, guys.
Catherine, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
How are you?
I'm excellent.
I would ask you how you came up with this, but unfortunately, I've been forced to walk in high heels in this show before, and it is an unbelievable workout.
I love that. And you know how painful it can be as well.
It's extremely painful.
Yes.
So
mentally
why,
and physically.
So why is this good for you?
So developing this class, from my dance background, I did Broadway for 4 years. You know how painful it is wearing shoes for 8 hours a day and 4-inch stilettos. So we developed this class. We don't work you out in your heels, but we work you out so you can wear your heels. Developing your foot muscle, your ankles, your calves, your glutes, your legs, leaner, longer
Will it
legs.
make my breasts bigger?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Good. Absolutely. Most importantly, yes.
All right, then I'm in.
So we have 2 ladies here with us to help you guys
Come on out here,
do
ladies.
a little warm-up.
How are you? Kelly?
We're going to start
Callie?
off
And what's...
Jen and Callie.
Jen and Callie, okay.
So we're going to start off. A little bit of music would be
Nancy,
awesome. A little warm-up in our bare feet.
Where
you
am
guys
I?
come over here.
Okay.
Starting with plie. How about you go right over here?
Okay.
Good. You guys ready? Starting in turned out, we're just going to take a plie, 2 plies.
What-
Here we go.
okay.
So bend your knees.
Okay.
Soft and up. Soft and up. Good. Now plie. Releve. Good. And reverse. Up. Plie. Good. Now turn it in. Awesome. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Turn in. That was brilliant.
Thank you,
Again,
thank
here we
you.
go.
I've been working on
Plie and up. So really pushing through the heels. Plie. Pop. Up. And down and reverse. Up. Plie. Good. Now let's take a back lunge.
This just deserve applause.
I know, right? So you do back lunge to a tap. Same leg goes back lunge to a high knee. And repeat on the left. Back lunge. You gotta be quick.
I know.
No, close to back lunge.
The high
And
knee.
knee. All right, you guys, you ready for your stilettos? Your pumps?
Yes.
It's gonna be a race. Who gets ours on quicker?
That was it.
Now remember, I've been told to consult your trainer before you work out in stilettos.
Thank you. Hot, right?
And I don't know how this works. Are these my color? Are these my color?
Definitely. Definitely.
What do I feel
They
like
look nice
RuPaul.
on you. Now you're going to know
All
what
right,
it
you
feels
guys.
like.
Thank you, darling. All right, I'm gonna take you with me.
All right.
So
I'm gonna
with
put this
the
one on
walk,
too.
knees are slightly
Oh,
bent.
look it.
I know these are my
All right.
babies.
Oh, I'm
Thank
supposed
you.
to
Yours
roll
are hot
these
too.
up? Okay.
So you can see your calves.
Oh, you want to roll them up?
Yeah.
All right.
Skinny
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. All right.
All right, wait, my
So
glasses.
the first one. Pause.
Look at you walk in them.
Wait a minute.
I can't walk that in them.
Oh yes, you can.
All right, what do we do?
Nancy. Yeah, Mama. Woo! All right, you guys. Let's
All right.
take it sideways. Hip.
What are we doing?
That's it.
That's
Perfect.
it? I can do this.
Perfect. Now, walking in an S. Hot, mama. Walking in an S. We're going to do a little cha-cha step. You guys game?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Starting with our left foot. You guys follow the girls. It goes left, right, cha-cha, right, left, cha-cha, and exactly what you did. Come around the front and tip.
Right, cha-cha, left, right, cha-cha.
Hot, perfect.
Left, right. You think this is bad? You should have seen what I did to get this job.
All right, you guys. Let's come back in our warm-up. We're going to do a little combination. Because you guys are so good.
I would have put some sunscreen on had I known
you
I was
over
gonna...
here, darling?
I would have shaved had I known I was going to show my life. You kidding me?
Okay, first you guys
Come on,
watch.
girls, yeah.
You take 4 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift to the right. Shift. Together. Lower. And a little booty bump. Okay? So, yes, yeah, cool.
Sure.
Here we go. Let's talk you through it in 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift.
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 Together.
Together.
Lower.
Lower. Oh.
Just like
What was that move? Is that the move? Is that the finish move?
Perfect.
All right.
Now, can, the final last thing. And the Rockettes, a little note, they don't touch.
They don't touch each
they
other?
don't touch each other.
What fun is that if you can't touch the
I know.
Rockettes?
So you ready? So it goes
But you have
heel,
to lean
Yeah.
on the other
down.
person.
They touch up here, though, right?
No, they don't touch.
At all? Not even their arms don't touch?
Nothing. It's space.
Who knew?
Really?
I know. All right, what are we doing?
This
Honey,
way?
more. Hot. You guys keep your knees
Kidding me?
bent. Good.
Oh, same height. How's it feeling, Ty?
It's,
Can you go a little quicker?
I gotta tell you, I'm starting to like this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Little workout.
Kat, thank you very much for joining us.
So much.
I said these are like
I hate to say goodbye, but hey, if you want some more information on Clutch's Stiletto Strength class, check out our website. We'll be right back.
Did you know Guiding Lights Bradley Cole sold shoes in the Big Apple while looking for an acting job? Coming up next, from that 70s show, Deborah Jo Rupp tells why she had to return to daytime.
Our next guest started her television career with a week-long gig on All My Children as a topless waitress. But she's most recognized for playing the hilarious mom on that 70s show. Take a look.
Well, Miss Kitty, thank you so much for having lunch with me.
Well, I am always up for a salad and a martini in the middle of the day.
You didn't have a salad.
Well, olives and onions are almost a salad.
Well, I'm just glad I can come to you with all my problems.
Well, sure you can, Fez. You can talk to me about anything.
Just to double check, are you sure it's normal for one of them to hang lower than the other?
Well, of course, Fez. Nobody's ears are perfectly symmetrical.
Please welcome back Deborah Jo Rupp.
Hi, honey.
We'll see you again. Welcome, welcome.
Have a seat.
So glad to have you back.
Thank you very much. It's really great to be back.
Well, I know we got big news. You got that silly little hit sitcom that's been running for 8 years and spawning all kinds of huge stars. But let's talk about the important stuff. You just did another role on All My Children.
I did. So, my very first job ever, other than I did the very first Love's diaper commercial ever, 25 years ago. So my first,
Wait, were you the baby in the diaper?
No, honey, please.
Oh, you little charmer.
Yeah,
Oh, he is a charmer,
Very
isn't he?
smooth.
Oh, very smooth.
So my very first job was All My Children, and Susan Lucci left the show, and I think I've told this story 8 million times, but it's okay. She left the show to have her baby, and they sent her to California to get into trouble in California, and then she had her baby, and then the baby's okay, and she's like taking her 2 months, and she comes back, and they pick her up in California, and I'm her roommate in California. I'm horrified, terrified. I don't know what I'm doing. It was very different then because you actually got to rehearse. You You had a rehearsal hall. You got to rehearse. You got to say the words. You got to, you know, walk around, and then, you know, you taped it in order. And
but you spent 16 hours a day there. Now you go in, bing, bang, boom, and you're out of there.
This is horrifying. Now it's horrifying.
It has gotten worse. Even in the last 5 years, it's gotten a lot worse.
Anybody who walks and talks on a soap opera is a genius. Is it completely? It's unbelievable. Yeah. I walked in there. It's 25 years later, so I started out as this topless waitress, you know, with the glitz and the big hair and the. And 25 years later, I'm a little drunk in the park, okay?
Well, that goes.
Full circle, baby, full circle.
So I go there, I meet everybody, I'm starstruck because I just, you know, the ABC soaps, both of you, are my soaps. And you're part of my family, you know, you're on in my house in the background all the time. And so I'm all starstruck, and I get there, and you know, I do the hair and the makeup, and I'm watching the monitors, and I'm meeting the people, and
who are you looking forward to meet the most? Because you had met Susan Lucci before, so who were you looking forward on that show?
Oh, so I met Susan Lucci. So I saw Susan Lucci, and I walked up to her, and I went, Susan, I'm Deborah Jo Rupp, and I worked with you actually long. And she went, oh yes, and I went, okay, don't even pretend. Don't even pretend. You don't remember me, and it's fine. I met. It's actually easier to say the people I did not meet. I did not meet Michael Knight, who I would have.
Do you want to meet him?
I would love to meet him.
He's a friend. You come over. I like you anyway because I was reading about you, and I said we could be friends. Do you want to be friends?
Oh, good.
You can come over, and we'll have Michael over.
Torsten Kay, I did not meet.
I know him too. We'll invite him over.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's just have a dinner party.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
And David Canary I did not meet. Okay, but pretty much everybody else. And I had my little digital camera. And I went,
were you taking pictures?
Take a picture? Oh, I took pictures everywhere.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so that's a wig, and they wanted me to look kind of like Agnes Nixon, sort of.
Wow.
I don't see the resemblance.
That's
and
great.
Did you see the one with Cameron? Okay, now I've taken a hat off. So this is all about a forehead and a handsome man. That's what I think. Yeah.
It is not. Not
Yeah.
Now, they had to have been just as excited to meet you, though.
I am.
Sure.
I don't think so. You know, it took them a while. It sort of spread around. They didn't know, because I look so different from Kitty.
You do look different from
You know, I don't
Kitty,
have the big...
But you've done a gazillion things, so we've seen you in so many things that everybody would know you.
Well, it got around, and then it was okay. But in the beginning, I was just the embarrassment. I was the middle-aged embarrassment with the digital camera. Can I take a photo? Can I take a... Oh, could you take a photo?
Security, I think we have a stalker.
I love it.
We actually have a clip. I'm going to show a clip real quick. We have a clip of you acting on All My Children.
Okay.
Please, you really don't have to pinch me, okay? Because I'm just want to ask you a couple questions.
Well, it's my hat. Had it for years. My second husband, Isaiah, bought it for me in France. He bought me some candy, too, and I ate that a long time ago.
You know, it's not the hat that we're interested in. It's underneath it that concerns us.
The wig? No. I paid $39.95 for this wig at the beauty supply. You get your own.
Had you seen that episode? No.
Oh, I saw it.
Do you know how much we love you for watching? Because there is a disparity between primetime and daytime. There really is. There's a little bit of an attitude.
I know, but they're really... I've never been one of those people because I started... I mean, I had 1 week, and I knew it was way too hard for me. This one, as I remember going up there, I get called to the set. The director goes, okay, so Deborah, you're going to go to the bench, grab the thing, run over here. Now, when she says that word, then you go over here, and then you cross over here. And I'm thinking, okay, I think I've got it. You know, we'll run through it. I got it. And the director goes, roll tape. And I went, what? Yeah. And I'm backstage with Aiden waiting to walk onto the park, and I looked at him and I went, do you hear that? And he went, hear what? And I said, my heart. It was pounding, and then I ran out there, and I don't even know what I did. I have no idea what I did. And then the first thing was over, and I went...
Neither do we. We never know what we're doing.
Oh, my Trust me. And I had not a lot of words. I don't know. And you two are so wonderful at what you do. You're so...
Thank you.
I mean, you're just really good anyway, but... I mean, really.
Thank you. I wasn't so good. That's why they fired me 5 times.
No, you were too good.
No,
that's what
I told them. I said, I'm too good. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We have more with Deborah Joe. When we come back, we're going to talk about that 70s show.
Coming up next, Deborah Jo reveals which Hollywood director she thought was crazy.
Look, Christine caught me off guard. I was on TV. I didn't know what to say. How about Kitty Foreman baked the brownies? See how easy that was? I can even say it backwards. Brownies the baked Foreman Kitty.
What a great character. It's a great show. So sad to see it come to an end now.
I know, but it's been,
Fox.
it's been 8 years, and I kind of watch the reruns now, and I go, can your voice get any higher, Deborah Jo? Because every year it just went up a notch and up a notch.
That's funny. Now, there's rumors that Topher Grace, Ashton Kutcher might be coming back for the finale.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
They are coming back.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you heard it here first. We don't get scoop offers. So what are your plans now that 70s show is over? Or, well, will be coming to an end. Did you tape the last episode yet? No.
No. We have 3 left. We're going to be pre-taping with Ashton and Topher parts of the finale. They're talking about, they're going to do an hour finale. And they're going to maybe do this like retrospect thing, interviews and whatever. So it'll be a nice ending to a very nice job. Just a lovely job.
Yeah.
You worked with Tom Hanks, and I always had a big crush on him.
Yeah.
And what was that like?
I did Big with Tom Hanks. That was my first movie.
Penny Marshall
And that
directed,
was Penny
right?
Marshall directing. And, well, I thought she was crazy. She frightened me, actually. With the chain smoking and the New York thing and the hunched over and I thought, oh, God. And I called to my agents and I said, you know what, I don't want to do movies. I don't want to do movies. No, you sit around too. No. I want to do theater.
And then you
Because you make so much money in theater.
$1.97 at the Old Globe. There you go.
So I did this, and I remember sitting in a trailer with Tom Hanks, and he goes, "Well, here's the thing. Either our careers are dead, or it's going to be a big hit. I don't know.
It's too bad it didn't work out for you at all.
Oh, yeah.
It's a complete flop.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Can you do a critique? I want to hear your critique. Where are you? How are you with how you are with this lineup, with the ABC lineup? Your favorite?
with
is
all the
My
ABC
Show?
soaps. Okay.
Who's your favorite? Let's give me the thing to General Hospital.
Oh, okay. Okay, the one I'm really on now is One Life to Live. Because I go back and forth. I just follow different,
My mom
shows.
is too right now.
Is she?
She watches all
One
three,
Life to Live is kind of good right now. There's a lot of stuff going on and new stuff and...
But yet still paying attention to the old characters as well.
I think Paul Satterfield is a wonderful actor, but I just want him gone.
But don't say that.
He's so mean.
But they're making him be mean.
But the secret's going on too long, okay? So you got to either tell me what's going on or make him die, because I can't. Really. Honestly. I got to know. Too long now.
Okay, let's go to General Hospital, Nancy's show.
General Hospital. I think... Okay, now see, this is just my opinion. I think it needs more humor. I think it's just going to the dark place. And, I like the couples. I like all the couples. I think that, not that I don't, what's her name, Wright? Is that the new Carly?
Oh,
Laura Wright.
I think she's very good. I think they got rid of Jennifer too soon. I just don't think they gave her enough time. Because just when they took her off, she was... doing that mentally ill thing really well, and I just thought, oh, come on,
She'd be so happy to hear you say that.
Well, show her the show.
I'll show her the show.
I think,
but I'm going to cut me out of this part because somehow I know I'm going to get blamed for something.
All my children. What do you think? All my children.
I love you and Rick. But see, I want more of you and Rick.
I know.
I want more of that.
More light, love, romance. I know. It's a complaint I hear a lot.
Sparring and are you going to become the new? Are you going to work with the horrible guy, Corbin Burns?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I wanted to be the DA. I wasn't quite sure. I just, I didn't know that was coming when it happened.
I want you to stay with Rick. I want you to be the partners. I want you to.
What did you think about the C-section without anesthetic? I thought I came through that very well.
I thought you did a beautiful. You did a beautiful
job. They sutured me up with a fishing line.
In the train?
And no infection.
In the
Nothing.
train?
I was fine. Yeah. It was good.
You know what? You made me cry. I mean, you truly made me cry. No, you really did. That was very. I loved you in that. I loved you in that. You were. That was the story for me in the train.
In the train,
Sutured you up with a
the
fishing
Manny
line?
thing, jumping over the stuff and appearing from nowhere. You know, really. And he's very good, but he either has to buck up or he has to die. You know.
Deborah Jo Rupp, you are one tough viewer. Thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck. We'll be right back.
It's time for the Soap Talk trivia question. Which star from The Bold and the Beautiful admits spending at least $10,000 a year on beauty products? The answer when we return.
All right, Ty.
Yep.
All set. So which star from The Bold and the Beautiful admits spending at least $10,000 a year on beauty products?
That would be the good old boy from Texas, Windsor Harmon. His obsession with beauty products includes aftershave lotion, shaving cream, shampoos, moisturizers, and wrinkle treatments. Windsor, we need to talk. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
If you're in the Los Angeles area and want to be a part of our studio audience, call 626-821-3111. Log on to jampackedtvshows.com or write to Soap Talk, care of Jam Packed, 235 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 266, Pasadena, California, 91101. More Soap Talk when we come back.
And of course, I want to thank my co-host, Nancy Lee Grahn, for joining us.
I want to wish Lisa well, and I just keep dancing because I've moved my things into your dressing room.
We'll see you next time on Soap Talk.
Do you want a weekend of soap star beauty? To enter the Selson Salon Soap Talk Beauty Getaway Sweepstakes and for official rules, go to soapnet.com. No purchase necessary. Sweepstakes ends on March 17th, 2006.